Someone wants to lead me to believe that there's some kind of a game or ritual being played, and that I should do things a certain way that puts me at odds with a lot of people. And I don't think it's a coincidence I've seen the law enforcement community recently, or I've noticed them for whatever reason. And I've been noticing them for quite some time. And it really culminated with the hate crime on the wall. And part of this game involves police having me crawl on my belly at Morgan Hill Park in the night and passing me more frequently than they otherwise would. I don't think that's a coincidence either. And they want me to believe that it has something to do with my parents getting a large amount of money from who my mom only described as white people. Which means during the course of this, white people get a kind of makeover is the idea, right? I don't highlight the fact that there are whites collaborating with Jews, just like in Masonry, and that they are truly against Christianity because it is an Afrocentric religion, to say the least. It's an Afro-Asiatic dialect. It has to do with Ham and Shem far more than Japheth. Other than Acts and the Christians bringing the gospel, which was already made in Africa and the Middle East, to Europe, it's not really there. Gomer's pile, and I'm not racist, but let's look at the facts here. You people want me to be breaking the law so you can cover up that you have a hate crime going on, a consistent hate crime, which is part of a series of events that led you to take on this sort of philosophy where you continue your hate crimes through institutional racism, and it's just like this never-ending one big hate crime. And the little hate crimes you see are just evidence of this never-ending stream, this river of hatred. And they want me to go places that are symbolic of things that try to make me see things a certain way. And yes, I went to San Jose Behavioral Health for about 2 weeks, where a lot of people were giving me a hard time and trying to play me out as a bitch. And they give me drugs that made me more anxious and paranoid. And I don't think that's a coincidence either. And of course, these are the side effects, but of course, at the right doses, the psychiatrists are very well aware of which drugs make people do what and why. That's part of why they change the drugs at the psych ward. If you're a political dissident, they're going to keep changing the drugs until one with the appropriate side effects or direct effects, depending on how you look at it, mess you up. So I didn't really truly articulate myself as perfectly as I want to. So I'm going to make this part one, and I'll go to part two in a second.